Greetings, YouTube. I was listening to a rabbi on NPR this morning, and he was discussing how to open up your heart to encompass everyone. And I'm not there. I'm not claiming I'm there. But I have achieved the point in my life where I feel empathy, sympathy, and compassion for everyone, including the white people that I don't even want to talk to right now because they have supported a fascist state in America. It doesn't mean I don't want them to be safe. It does not mean that I do not have their best interests in mind, even though they do not have their own or anyone else's best interests in mind. I am flat out saying that the fascist ideology, as put forth by the current GOP administration, is flat out wrong. And I don't know how to communicate with people who have embraced a worldview that is that wrong. It's toxic, it's dangerous, and it's going to kill people, or more people. It's already killed people. Violence is up in America. Bigots, racists, misogynists, they all feel emboldened by the current administration. They all feel like they can let down their fascist hair and just do and say whatever they want to other people because, well, we don't have to be politically correct. Remember, every time someone says politically correct, think of the phrase, I don't have to treat people with respect. And that's one of the fundamental problems. They don't want to treat people with respect. There's a whole lot of people they don't respect, and they're not capable of being civil. So they just now feel emboldened that they can just let it all out. They can be the screaming racists and bigots and homophobes and transphobes that they all have always been, and they don't have to hide it anymore. But I have opened up my heart to the point where I want the best for them. I want a socialist state. I freely admit this. I want a state that is funded by our tax dollars to make sure that no person in America, and better, in the entire world, is ever hungry, is ever homeless, is ever without health care, and is never without education. That's what I want. I want to make sure that everyone, even the people I think are completely and utterly wrong, whose ideology I think is toxic and dangerous, I want to make sure that they are safe and taken care of. Even while they scream and kick and say, I don't want someone to take care of me, I want to make sure that they're not being left out in the cold, even though they are working to drive themselves and lots of other people out into the cold. So not only am I trying to put forth an ideology that embraces everyone, I have people that are actively trying to fight that, even though it will cost themselves safety, just because they have embraced a toxic ideology. And I guess I have to keep reminding myself of the three most important words in America. We the people. I have to keep remembering that. And I have to keep making sure that every time someone brings up the idea, well, we need to run America like a business. No, you can't do that. If you own a business and someone doesn't do something you like, you can fire them. You can't fire the citizens. Take my word for it. If I could, I would fire every GOP politician in America and kick their ass off the continent. But that's my anger speaking. What I want for them is to be safe and healthy, mentally and physically. And at the moment, they are not these things. At the moment, there's a whole lot of people that aren't. And they're willing to drag the world down with them. As I mentioned in a video earlier, about the idea of if you lived in an apartment building and one person decided they were going to burn their apartment, their unit down, and take all the rest of you with them, that's insanity. The rabbi I was listening to this morning was talking about the fact that apparently it's a famous story from Jewish tradition of people on a boat, and there's someone in the lowest deck of the boat and they decided to drill a hole in the floor of their cabin. Because, hey man, it's my cabin, why can't I? But of course, if they do that, everyone dies. And that's what we're fighting. And when the anger grips me and I just want to just grind my teeth until they break, I have to keep remembering. We the people. We the people. We the people.